Today we have an ice cream beauty unboxing. I'm gonna unbox the box and the bag. Just took it out of the big brown box. It was delivered on Friday late in the afternoon, so of course this is going to be a priority. I released a video with my girls. I'll link it below because so many people really liked my girls being in the video. I released it, I'm gonna say 2 weeks ago, girl. We did the full, we did the unboxing of the bag, and then when I go to unbox the box, that's when I find out that's February's, and I unboxed it early March. It had been delivered really late, and that's when I got it, so that's when we unboxed it. I'm going to unbox this today. You're not gonna get to see my girls. I am so sorry. You don't get to see my girls because I don't tend to show my girls on social media like that, and I will only allow them to unbox when they're really into it. And right about now they're playing dress up. Somebody's getting married. They both have dresses on. It's a whole thing. I just got back from a doctor's appointment, so I'm genuinely just trying to have my me time. I did a video also updating you guys on what happened with my PCP the first time I saw her, and then my follow-up and how I'm done with her. I ended up getting a referral for a clinic, and I had an appointment there today. It was a very good appointment. I'm very happy. I'm waiting to see what the next steps are, but let's just say your girl's gonna get the help that she needs. Fingers crossed, God willing. My insurance is not being difficult. So the prices are gonna be listed below the price for the bag from what I recall, because I researched it earlier this month. The price remains the same at $12.50, 3 to 5 items, everything full size, and they really don't include skincare. It's mainly makeup. You are going to pay for shipping for her, and the shipping is going to depend on your location. So I remember checking it out, and for Florida it would be about $7, so less than $20, and you're getting 3 to 5 full-size items. And if I seem a little off, girl, it's like later in the day. I am feeling like Juan is getting me sick, and I never get sick, so I'm hoping that's not the case. I have very low energy, i.e. I went to the doctor today. Instead of doing like a full-on St. Patty's Day, which happy St. Patrick's Day. Instead of doing a full-on St. Patty's look, I went with like a little bit of a graphic liner. It's a duochrome green. I got them off of Temu because I didn't want to come in here and like look like I did nothing, right? I wanted to give you something, but at the same time, like if I could be in bed, I would. But I also want to see what's in the box. See my predicament? I'm very happy to be filming right now though. Okay, so we have 3 items, oddly enough. Here we go again, you guys. They have like a great sized palette, and we have this, so we're gonna look into it. We're gonna start off with the itty bitty product. This is the Medusa's Makeup Sepia Bronzing Glow Stick, and it goes for $12 hairs. Yeah, I feel like this is not allergies. I feel like that man got me sick. I don't know if the mic is picking it up. That man is coughing. I did go pick up some medicine and stuff like that. See, hopefully he'll feel better tomorrow. And then with regards to me, in that other video, I had explained to you guys how I've been struggling with my weight. I've always been open. Given that I had weight loss surgery, oh my God, so many years ago. I mean, 2016. I do have options in terms of support so that we can do the weight management, because I don't want to end up having to get another surgery. I don't want to get sick. You know what I mean? With PCOS and all of that, I definitely need some attention in that department, and I'm going to get that help, which is exciting. So this is the shade Sepia. This is the packaging. They sent one similar to this last month, but it was more, I think it was more gold. I still have it. I liked it, so I kept it. It's not like I got rid of it. The only thing with this is I would say use your fingers to melt it, because it'll warm up, and then apply. You know what? Let's do it here. Melt it into, like, you really want to warm this up, because once you apply it and it sets, it's gonna stay. So if you apply it patchy, this baby is going to look patchy. You want to warm it up, see, and then you want to apply. It was very pretty. The one that I had was similar to this, but it was not the same shade. It was more like I'm trying to think. I try so much product throughout the month. I want to say it was more of like a light yellow pale gold. See how pretty? So it adds, like, I have nothing here, and then we have rara. I did like it. At least the other one that I got, this shade is actually very wearable also, so I do like. It looks really pretty on the inner corner as well. My only thing is it smells funny. Like, it doesn't smell pretty. Or if it at least smelled like nothing, I'd be okay with it, but it smells chemically, which I don't necessarily care for. But look at that. Once it's on, it stays. It looks really pretty, and it sets to kind of like a dried down powdery finish, so it's not like it's tacky. It doesn't feel like it's gonna be moving around, which I really enjoyed. Then we're gonna look at the Unicorn Dream highlighter palette. This one goes for $16 by Beauty Creations. If you're noticing a difference slightly on the visuals, I kind of tweaked things a little bit. That way you guys can see the colors a little more true to color. Because the brighter it is, then the contrast acts funny and stuff like that. And so because I'm so picky, I was nitpicking it. See? So now you can actually see what the shades look like. Whereas before it was kind of like too bright. So we get a highlighter stick and we also got a highlighter palette. You're getting 3 shades in here. These 2 are more wearable, and then this one over here, it looks like it wants to be like a lavender highlighter. It's no secret how I feel about Beauty Creations. They have some product that's wonderful and then some product that are kind of like hit and misses. This here, in terms of how radiant or luminous it is, it looks very nice, right? But as a swatch, it looks nice on camera. In person, it looks heavy and kind of dry. So it's going to be one of those things like we would have to be very careful with what brush we use. So I would never use something like this to apply that as a highlight. It might be too much. It might get powdery. It might get messy. I would use something smaller like this. Tap in very, very lightly, and then kind of pat and blend as I go. But it is Beauty Creations and their price point is usually really nice for their product, and it kind of makes sense, you know? And then we have another Beauty Creations palette, which is funny because it says Tiana, and if you switch over the I and the A, it says Taina. So that's kind of fun. Now this palette goes for $25 hairs. Ooh, how fun. How fun is that? I don't even care that it didn't come with a mirror. We've got all sorts of colors in here. We can definitely go in. I've been owing you guys like a really deep blue eye look. And I think this is the palette for it. Can you guys tell? I just love smoky. I'm immediately going in for the darker tones. That black though. What else should I swatch? Let's do a glitter. Wow. That's really nice. Let me know. Should we go blue? Like blue smoky eye sensation on the eyeball with this palette, or should we do green because it's St. Patty's? Like really do green some justice, because I know I did the liner today, but I don't know, like I feel like I have abdominal cramping. I have a lot going on in my brain and in my body. All right, so those were the 3 items for the bag. Listen, these 2 I'm very excited to play around with, and then this one I'm kind of nervous because I know a lot of people are going to be getting the bag because it's one of the most affordable kind of subscriptions out there. I'm just hoping that that this here is decent enough to where everyone can play around with it, because the issue with the highlighters being on the powdery side is it's gonna look really bad on certain skin complexions, and then that's not cute. All right, now we get into the box, which the price went up, and it went up. I think it's like $30 now. I could be wrong. Check the description. I think it's like 30 bucks. Now, you do get the free shipping with that as long as it's inside the US, and they did upgrade their packaging, which is cool. And to be fair, last month like their product was like what, so they definitely upgraded their offerings in the bag, at least for February. There's one item that I'm a little concerned over, so I'm gonna leave that for last just in case it makes a really big mess. Let me show you the duochrome gloss lipstick by Charmacy Global. It's gonna come in a packaging like this. Everything comes pre-packaged and like wrapped and stuff, but I remove it off camera, so we're not taking the extra time to do that and wasting one another's time. This is what was inside this box that's upside down. It says Charmacy Milano, pero there doesn't necessarily, ¿a dónde está el nombre? Where's the name? There's no name technically, but there's a number, and this is number 6. This is what the shade's gonna look like. See, so I toned down the lighting just in general and worked on my settings, and now you guys can see the actual shade, and the glitter's a little better. I don't know about a duochrome. We're gonna look like a hot mess only because look at the eyes. I did like a lavender and then the green for fun, but now I'm like, what if? Let's just see. Oh my goodness. Where am I going? Alright, you guys. First off, you can feel the glitters. I low-key do not hate how this looks. I think it looks really pretty. I think paired with like the right eye, stunning. You can feel the glitters, but it's not uncomfortable on the lips, so I'll give them that. I kind of like that. And then the shade itself of the liquid lip, I'm gonna do a very thin layer to see how it dries down. That's a very pretty kind of berry shade, a rosy berry shade. It's opaque. I just did like the one very light swipe, and it's opaque enough. So I like that. I'm so digging this freaking gloss. Didn't expect that. Now this duo goes for, jeez Louise. This duo goes for 15 pesitos, $15. Then I also ended up getting a ZC, what is this? A liquid eyeshadow. They sent it in shade number 4. It goes for $20. Is this something that's gonna dry? Ooh, that's so freaking pretty. Is this something that's gonna dry down tacky? Or is it something that you can apply all over the eye? One and done it. Apply your mascara, and this is like a perfect everyday shade. Number 4 is beautiful. Look how pretty. Okay, let's let it dry down. We have to test that formula out really quickly, because if it sets and it doesn't move, that's gonna look so pretty all over the eyeball. They also featured a duochrome, which goes for $10. It is by Beauty Moon Cosmetics. It doesn't have like a name. It just says duochrome loose pigment. I really love that they're like branching out and they're featuring stuff that are shimmery and fun, because other beauty brands are technically releasing a lot of mattes or glowy product and are forgetting that we like color. Like, I like this berry shade and I'm really digging this gold. I already have like visuals of what I can do with it, and I like that they're featuring indie brands that are like the most. Look at this. How crazy is that? When the light hits it, it's either green or purple. Look at it. It shifts. How pretty is that? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna blend it here. It's sheer enough, but you can also top the eye with this and it'll look stunning regardless if you have eyeshadow or not. I like that. I like, the only problem is that it is messy. So you might want to grab a mixing medium off of Ulta or even Sephora, just to kind of like help yourself not make too much of a mess. They're also featuring, so wait, we have, that's 3 products already. This here is by Base Blue Cosmetics. I remember getting, I did get this, it's in my closet. I'm gonna open her because I'm not going in the closet right now. When they sent it in a photo frame. If you've been with me for a minute, you already know what that looks like. It was a photo frame like this. It was really nice. The PR package was framed and then the eyeshadow palette was inside of it. And we actually did a look with the palette. This palette is very artsy. It is nice. I think it was fun to kind of play around with. You know, it's weird because you get this small amount of blue, but you have this gray shade because it's not necessarily black, and you're getting a good amount of that. You have a variation of like nude shades and then the gold. I wish now, right now that I don't know, as time has passed by, we evolve as people, humans, our interests change. I kind of wish there was more blue in it, you know, but it was a nice palette. I feel like this is a good palette for anyone who's just getting into makeup. You're gonna have to layer this up. That was 2 swirls of each shade. They blend really well. They're pretty opaque. I'm gonna, you know what, we have to play around with her just to kind of like remember. So I might just do a shorts with it. I remember liking it, which is why I kept it. Now this baby goes for $53. This is pricey, I know. Let's revisit the lippy. It dried down to a full matte. You can see how opaque that baby is, which is great. And then the eyeshadow, it dried down. Is it moving? Yeah, a little bit. Not too crazily. So I would say maybe use a primer, because that's on a dry hand. Could you imagine oily lids? Yeah, you might need a little bit of help. And then the lippy, does it move? Because that was a clean swatch. The lippy is actually not moving, which is crazy. So that's nice. This is gonna be the Stained Glass palette by Clarity Cosmetics. It goes for $30. The reason why I was concerned is because I could see that there's bits of eyeshadow out in the packaging. So I don't know if something broke in here. I like this. Stained glass goes with theme, but I'm concerned. Always happens. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Can we repress them? Yes, but it's just one of those things like, man, it's always the same for me. She's broken! And it's not 1 shade, it's 2. Do you see what I'm saying? Come on, man. Okay, so we're getting 4 duochromes and 2 matte, and they broke really ugly. Like, it's an ugly break. Hold on. I used the back of my Merit Beauty brush to press it in, since it was pretty much the perfect size and shape. The shade Window to My Soul, which is like this dark one here, I ended up swatching. Look at how pretty. This is definitely a one and done shade for me. And then we have the 2 matte, so we have a cranberry and then a green. Very pigmented. I've tried this brand before. They have nice stuff. This emerald screams Little Mermaid to me. Look how insane that is. Oh, I want that on my eyeball. window pane. These are very, very soft. That's why with duochromes you kind of have to be careful. That's why I would go, oh my god, it always happens to me. Duochromes are so softly pressed, you have to be extremely careful. Otherwise, it will literally fall apart. But then again, to fix it is so much easier than a powder, because when you press it, it's a hydrating formula. So when you press it, it kind of smooshes all together, kind of like Play-Doh in a way. Those are 2 swatches. Listen, if you haven't gotten this box, or you like duochromes, shimmery eyeshadows, if that's your thing and you're like, man, they can be expensive, they can. This whole palette is just $30, but if you pay $30, you would get the entire box. See what I'm saying? So there's definitely value in it. I am going to be me, and I'm gonna apply the green on my eyes, because technically it is St. Patty's, right? With duochromes, what I've learned and tend to do is use a flat synthetic brush, i.e. something like this, just flat. I apply the duochrome where I want it, and these are great because the tips are very fine. That green is so pretty. And then once I have the eyeshadow all over the lid, I'll kind of just tap some more on top. That way we know it's 100% opaque and we're getting some of that duochrome beauty coming through. You see how pretty that is? This was not part of the plan. Not at all. Crazy how it all kind of worked out, because I really wanted to do a green look today, but at the same time, I was at that point where it's like, I just don't feel right. So I was like, I don't even want to go through every single eyeshadow palette to find the perfect green. And then it was just like literally presented to me in a silver platter. Like, I could not let this opportunity go. And now that I've seen how beautiful this gold shade is, I'm going to use an eyeliner brush and I'm going to apply some of this gold over at the top because it just makes sense. I'll go in with my eyeliner brush and add some detail in between the duochrome liner and the green. And listen, is this gonna be for everyone? Probably not. But they did send the perfect colors. I had to kind of run with it. And I can't intensify the lashes because these are extensions. They will be coming off like tonight more than likely. Like, they're on there and they're on there good for good. So we're gonna have to wait till later to remove those. That lippy does not go. At this point, it's just pretty pink shimmers, but still, we had fun. I think this month's variations were really good. Then again, I may be biased because I absolutely love duochrome, so I obviously want to hear you guys' thoughts. I'm not ending this video without saying hello and thank you to our channel members, the G Squad, an amazing group of people who have joined channel memberships and are supporting the channel at a higher level. If you're ever interested in joining, all you need to do is hit that join button below and you are good to go. And I know you guys are working hard towards the community spotlight. Thank you so much for your interactions, hitting that like button, commenting as you go along. These are the top 5 people YouTube has told me as of today have posted the most on all of my videos. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. That green is so pretty. I can't get over how pretty that green is. Maybe like a green smoky eye would have been best, but I already had the duochrome liner, so it kind of is what it is. I really want to hear you guys' thoughts though. What did you think about the variations? Are you getting both? Do you only get one? Are you skipping on it? Are you not into color? Are you not into like duochromes? I really want to hear you guys' thoughts. And what do you think about the palette? I know on initial, I remember people saying, oh, she's boring, but it is a pricey palette, and then on top of that, the formulas from what I recall were actually really nice. We will play around with her in a short and we will update ourselves on is it overrated or not. All right, you guys, I really hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you've made it all the way through, you are a real one. Thank you so much, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye guys.